Good morning, Riverhawks.
I'm Sachard.
And I'm Jutin. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Face the flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Here's some info about the ASB Executive Board elections happening today and tomorrow.
Hey Riverhawks! Voting for next year's Executive Council is this Thursday and Friday. What's the Executive Council? The Executive Council, also known as the Executive Board, is a group of 4 student leaders who make important decisions for ASB. These students make sure that our student body funds are being spent wisely. Now it's time for us to elect our representatives for next year. Since this is for our next school year, voting is only open for Norte 7th graders. All 7th graders can vote through the RioTV website at riotv.org or the Norte website by going to the Students tab and then the Norte Electives tab and click on ASB. Make sure to vote so that you can be a part of your school's future.
The Wellness Center is closed today. Please plan accordingly.
Here it is, the moment you all been waiting for. Our library's March Madness is down to the final 2. Will the champion of the year be Harry Potter, or will the Hunger Games pull off an underdog upset?
You get to help decide. Vote now through our Google form on our Google Classroom, or in person in the library. Stay tuned to see who will win.
Attention current 7th graders. If you're interested in joining RioTV, make sure to join the informational meeting this Tuesday, March 28th in room B5 at lunch.
Let's learn a little more about our principal, Miss Bennett.
Hey Riverhawks! Today we'll be interviewing our very own principal, Mrs. Bennett. Our first question is, if you could have a superpower, which one would you choose?
Oh, superpower. There's a lot I would choose, but if I had to narrow it down to one, I have just always loved watching the birds, like when they flutter and kind of just glide above and soar. And so I've always wanted to be able to fly. So I think, I'd pick.
Our next question is, if you could invent a country, what would it be like?
Okay, inventing a country. Well, my goodness, let's see. I think it would have to be my ideal, which I realize is not always possible, but I would name it Paragon, because Paragon is about perfection of equality. Usually there's one thing you can kind of perfect in your life, maybe even multiple things if you're lucky and blessed. So I would want it to be a really kind, welcoming, accepting place, the place like what I want Rio Norte to be like.
What are a few things on your bucket list?
Ooh, on my bucket list. Okay, so going back to the superpower and wanting to fly like a bird, I have always wanted to jump out of a plane, and I've still not been able to do that. So skydiving is definitely on my bucket list. I know my husband thinks I'm absolutely crazy. He has told me I will be doing that alone. I don't want to bungee jump, though, even though I want to jump out of a plane. I don't know. There's something about the cord, and I don't know. Something about that doesn't go well. I also there's some places I really want to travel to. I want to go to Australia and New Zealand at some point in my life, and I've always wanted to go to Turkey, so I hope to get there someday. I would love to get to drive in a race car sometime, just to not, where you don't get in trouble for going too fast. Like, it's a thing you can do just to get that experience and feel that rush. I think it would be really cool. So.
And finally, what advice would you give to students who will soon have to adjust to a new setting?
I think every 7th and 8th grader can relate to the fact that when you come somewhere new, a lot of what you do in the beginning is you observe. And one of the biggest things that I've learned over the course of my career to do that I think is really important and valuable is to do a lot of listening first. Trying not to make a lot of assumptions. It's human nature to make assumptions. And we can be so quick to judge sometimes without even truly understanding. I think in terms of advice, like thinking of our 8th graders who will move on to high school next year, it's not making those assumptions, kind of stepping out of your comfort zone and learning what you can about your new school and the people around you and asking questions. And just really, it goes back to practicing kindness, like I've talked about before in the school year.
That's really good advice. Thank you.
Today in clubs and activities, the 3D Printing Club is meeting in D15, the Exploration of Desserts and More Around the World is meeting in C3, and the D&D Club is meeting in B5.
Here's your daily dose of positivity. The surest way to make your dreams come true is to live them. Roy T. Bennett.
That's it for today. I'm Sucharan.
And I'm Judson. And we'll see you next time on RioTV.